Hey Gators, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to dive into why Florida is making a serious case to be called wide receiver U. And that is all thanks to one man, wide receiver coach Billy Gonzalez. So I saw a recent post on X that showed Florida just behind Ohio State for a 3-year streak of sending wide receivers to the NFL draft. But what is behind Florida's resurgence at this position? Let's break down how Coach Gonzalez has turned UF into a wide receiver factory. The active pros, the recent draftees, the all time legends, and his recruiting magic. Stick around. This is going to be a good one. Okay, so Billy Gonzalez may not be a household name to casual fans, but in Gainesville, he is a legend in the making. And on this channel, we stan him. Gonzalez is in his 12th season with the Gators as of 2025. This is his third visit to Gainesville, right? His third stint with the program. This guy has been a cornerstone of Florida's offensive success over the years, particularly at the wide receiver position. While head coaches and quarterbacks often get the spotlight, Gonzalez is the unsung hero quietly molding elite talent year after year. His ability to develop raw prospects into NFL-ready talent while also recruiting top-tier talent is unmatched. Without him, Florida wouldn't be in the conversation with powerhouses like Ohio State for the title of wide receiver U. So let's go ahead and look at the proof. Florida has a strong contingent of wide receivers currently making waves in the NFL, and many of them have Billy Gonzalez's fingerprints all over their development. Let's start with Kadarius Toney, who was drafted in the first round by the New York Giants in 2021 and is now with the Cleveland Browns. Toney's electric playmaking ability was honed under Gonzalez during his time at UF. Then there's Van Jefferson, drafted by the Los Angeles Rams in 2020. He's now with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is a reliable target with great route running skills, another Gonzalez product. And we can't forget about Tyreek Cleveland, who has bounced around a few teams and has most recently been with the Colts. And Justin Shorter, who is currently playing on the Buffalo Bills practice squad. These guys are proof that Billy Gonzalez's ability to prepare players for the pros is, elite, really, at the very top of its class. And the pipeline keeps flowing. The 2025 NFL Draft continued Florida's streak of producing NFL wide receivers. I really think that it is so important to hit home the fact that each of the 3 times that Billy Gonzalez has returned to Gainesville as the wide receivers coach, he has produced NFL talent. We'll talk about the guys that he produced during the urban years in a minute. We've already talked about the guys that he produced under Dan Mullen, but he is also sending guys to the league under Billy Napier. Think about Ricky Pearsall, right? What a rise to fame that guy had as a Gator. Transferred in from Arizona State and really just became a force to be reckoned with in the SEC. He credits Billy Gonzalez with that. He's then a first-round draft pick by the San Francisco 49ers. It just set the tone for what Billy Gonzalez is capable of doing with wide receivers, especially guys that he brought in from the transfer portal, right? He's developing these athletes that he's recruiting, but he's also taking guys out of the portal who aren't getting ton of fanfare and developing them into true NFL prospects. Really excited to see what he's going to continue to do with Eugene Wilson. He obviously has been a standout in Florida's very talented wide receiver room, that he's going to help continue that draft streak. And really, these consistent picks show that Gonzalez isn't just developing one-off talents. He is building a sustainable pipeline to the NFL, rivaling schools like Ohio State, who, again, everybody thinks of as the place to go for wide receivers, but Florida is producing at almost the same clip that Ohio State is. Billy Gonzalez has been instrumental in sending some of Florida's all-time greats to the NFL. We talked about that urban time. Well, let's get into that. Let's talk about Percy Harvin. He is one of the most dynamic players in college football history. Harvin played under Gonzalez during the first time he was at UF, During the late 2000s, he was a key part of Florida's 2006 and 2008 national championship teams. He went on to be a first-round pick in 2009, had a stellar NFL career, including a Super Bowl win with the Seahawks. Then there's Bubba Caldwell. He was another Gonzalez disciple from that era who was drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals in 2008. And these guys weren't just talented, they were coached to maximize their potential. And Gonzalez deserves a ton of credit for their success. Think about Lewis Murphy. Think about David Nelson. Think about Riley Cooper. All guys who really maximized their potential because of Coach Gonzalez. He has been building this legacy for basically 2 decades in Gainesville. He knows how to produce wide receivers. And I think one of the biggest reasons Florida's competing with Ohio State for wide receiver U is his ability not only to develop, but to recruit. We always hear about how he flies under the radar recruiting wise, right? Like we'll see on social media posts about, is Billy Gonzalez good at this or not? Hell yes, he's good at this. In the last recruiting cycle, he landed not 1, but 2 5-star wide receivers. That's a massive coup for the Gators. Quickly, guys, just wanted to shout out Alumni Hall and thank them for their support of the channel. We're already to May and football season is right around the corner. Can you taste it? We are so close to fall. Make sure that you are shopping with Alumni Hall either on Archer Road or online at alumnihall.com. They have the very best selection of game day gear. And if you are shopping for graduation, for Mother's Day, or anything else UF related, make sure you hit up Alumni Hall. Gonzalez continuously grabs some of the top wide receivers out of high school every single year. He's continued that momentum from last year into this year, like we said, securing 2 of the nation's top wide receivers. These 5-star commits are the game changers. Think about Dallas Wilson, Vernell Brown III. These guys are game changers who can keep Florida's NFL pipeline humming for years to come. Gonzalez's ability to sell his track record of development to recruits is a key reason why top talent is choosing Gainesville over other powerhouses. And recruiting high school studs is one thing, but Gonzalez has also mastered the transfer portal, bringing in highly productive wide receivers over the last couple of years. We already mentioned Ricky Pearsall, but think about the recent success of players like Elijah Badger, who transferred from Ohio State in 2024, or Chimere DK from Wisconsin. He has bolstered UF's wide receiver room by bringing in guys that flew under the radar but are able to contribute immediately. Those guys have contributed immediately on the field in Florida, but then also been developed enough to chase their NFL dreams. And these guys had like 600 to 800 yard seasons at their previous schools. Then they come to Florida and Gonzalez elevates their game even further. This combination of developing young talent and integrating experienced transfers has made Florida's wide receiver unit one of the very deepest in college football. This is one of the rooms we never have to worry about. They just quietly do the job every single year. And I really think Gonzalez's versatility in roster building is a big reason that UF is thriving. Billy Gonzalez doesn't get the headlines, right? But he is the backbone of Florida's wide receiver success. His consistency, helping UF maintain a 3-year NFL draft streak, but like I said, he's had several in the last 5 years. That helps us compete with schools like Ohio State. And it shows that he's not just keeping up with the best, he is challenging them for that title of wide receiver U. Ohio State may have the edge with all first-round picks in their streak, but Florida's depth and their diversity of talent under Gonzalez is unmatched. From coaching legends like Percy Harvin to landing 5-star recruits like Dallas Wilson and Vernell Brown III and maximizing portal transfers, Gonzalez has done it all. He is the unsung hero who deserves a ton of credit for putting Florida in the conversation for wide receiver U. And if this keeps up, Florida could take the title outright. So what do you think, Gator Nation? Is Florida on its way to becoming the true wide receiver U? Or does Ohio State still hold the crown? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because we've got a lot more Gator content headed your way. Have a great night. And as always, go Gators.